this deck can take 6 prize cards in one shot.
Okay.
Zap coming through with a brand new rhyme, just like that in the neck of time. A new deck idea has been defined, taking all the prizes in one try. First we go and eat sloppily, then we switch and evolve. Gluttony, the wages of fluff is now upon me. Hide your active, the match is done. See, oh, you switched. You think that I am done with tyrannical hole? I'll smack you till I have won. There are multiple ways in the long run, and I know it must look kinda clunky, but it's me being totally funky. A Glutton GX that you didn't expect. I got you the match and you know what's next. Oh, that's right, you are dead. Ha! Wanna know how to take 6 prizes in one shot? I am now bluffing, follow me and the plot of episode 135. Guzzlord GX and Whimsicott. What's up YouTube, it's TCG here and welcome to episode 135, where we'll be checking out a new fun deck I created. It's called Guzzlord Whimsicott. But first, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more great Pokemon TCG content like this. Episodes get released every Wednesday, so be sure you are here and don't miss out. Alright, just to get it out there, this is not a top tier deck, but will definitely work in a lot of situations. It does have its fair share of weaknesses and problems, but we can overcome this with a little card tricks I'm gonna mention later. Okay, so what does this deck do? Well, if you can knock out a GX Pokemon with Guzzlord's GX move after we've used the first attack of Whimsicott of Guardians Rising, we are able to take 6 prize cards at once. Yeah, you heard me right. It's even in the video title, so you should be careful of this next strategy right now. And yeah, that way we also win the game because a game has 6 prize cards unless a Nihilio GX ruins the entire plan. So first up, I'm gonna talk about Guzzlord GX. I know I've already reviewed it on the channel and in the Ultra Beast video, but I'm gonna give a little recap for most people out there, since there are also new subscribers on the channel. Yeah, new subscribers, thanks you for watching this video. Okay, here we have Guzzlord GX. It is a 210 HP darkness Pokemon that is weak to fighting. So its worst weaknesses are Marshadow GX and Lycanroc GX. The resistance to Psychic helps out against things like Espeon GX and Garbodor, and the crazy retreat cost of 4 can be overcome with the help of switching cards like Floatstone or Guzma, for example. The first attack, Eat Sloppily, lets you discard the top 5 cards of your deck. If any of those are energy cards, you can attach them directly to this Pokemon. So in theory, we would want to run at least 16 energies for this to work out in our favor. Running more would be great if you find the room for it though. So once we have energies enough, we can start using attacks. We have Tyrannical Hull, which deals a flat 180 damage, which is enough to knock out basic GXs or things like Greninja Break, or even stage 1 GXs with a choice band like Whmisicott. Choice Band is definitely something you'll want to include in this deck because we also need the extra damage for the GX move, and the GX move is, what's this deck all about? Glutton GX, dealing 100 damage and has a side effect. If the opponent's Pokemon is knocked out by damage from this attack, take 2 more prize cards. Yeah, holy moly, that is too crazy for words. The damage output does not seem impressive, but that side effect is definitely, making up for that. To up the damage of that GX move, we can run cards like Choice Band, Professor Kukui, and maybe even Reverse Valley to try and up that damage to get that one-hit KO where we want to, because we get extra prize cards for that. Because the game is all about taking those extra prize cards and winning. So the strategy, well, you can go with the strategy of Guzzlord GX, going solo on the Guzzlord GX and using Tyrannical Hull first and then finishing it off with Glutton GX. That is what you can do. Or you can go with Whimsicott of Guardians Rising. That's the card I want to talk about today because it does have some potential here. Whimsicott has a neat attack called the Wages of Fluff, which states if the defending Pokemon is knocked out during your next turn, take 2 more prize cards. So it's basically the same like the GX move, and in total will come to 6 prize cards if the Guzzlord can knock out a GX. So what are we gonna do here? As a little bonus here, as the Whimsicott also has free retreat, which is needed in our little strategy. So the opponent also has the option to switch around, and that way we have a little weakness here. That way the effect of the Wages of Fluff get negated. Also Pokemon Ranger negates the effect, so we have to be careful here. Definitely want to run some Field Blowers because a lot of decks are playing those nasty float stones that can ruin our strategy, so we want to get rid of them as quickly as possible. So Field Blowers, a nice option. I know there's also Guzma that they can use to get out of the active position, but then they have to use the supporter of the turn, and sometimes it will leave them in an awkward situation. So there's nothing we can do about it, and yeah, they can use it and might just turn out in their favor, but yeah, we have to live with that. Also, we can try and use an N correct time, and will definitely help out to keep the opponent's active Pokemon in the active position. Let's say the opponent already took 4 prize cards. Well, we can just slap down that N, and the opponent will only get 2 prize cards, actually 2 cards in the hand, and then they have yeah, less chance of using something to retreat their active Pokemon. You can also try and running the Garbotoxin Garbodor in here, maybe a 2-1 or a 2-2 line, since we do run Float Stones, to shut down the abilities like a Abyssal Hand or Wonder Tag. That way we ensure that the opponent stays active. Yeah, the opponent's active Pokemon stays there, but yeah, sometimes I cannot see room in this deck for a Garbotoxin one, but you can include it if you are afraid of those abilities. So yeah, on paper, taking 6 prize cards goes like this, so definitely keep your ears up and follow me. We start off with a baby Yveltal. We try and get a Cottonee on the bench, maybe 2 of them, and a Guzzlord GX, thanks to cards like Bridget or Ultra Ball. Then, with 1 Darkness Energy, we deal 30 damage to an opposing GX like Tapu Lele, for example, or maybe even 60 damage if we have a Choice Band onto our Yveltal. In the process, we also get a Darkness Energy back with that Oblivion Wing to our Guzzlord GX on the bench. Then next turn, we use the attack Eat Sloppily with Guzzlord GX after getting Yveltal out of the active position with Floatstone or Guzma. And we try and aim to get at least 3 energies from that Eat Sloppily. Cards like Mallow could help to yeah, get that situation going on here. Maybe running 1 copy is efficient because yeah, this deck already has enough cards as it is. So if we get at least 3 energies here, our strategy will still work. So that way our Guzzlord already has 4 energies in total. Then next turn we try to retreat our Guzzlord GX thanks to Floatstone, for example, to Cottonee. We play an N or something depending on how many prize cards the opponent already took at that point in the game to slow down the opponent. And then we evolve our Cottonee into Whimsicott, give it an energy, and use the attack Wages of the Fluff. Then we hope that the opponent does not have a way to get its current active Pokemon out of the active position. It already has damage, which is awesome, so if he retreats that way, we are kind of in a rough situation. If the opponent, yeah, in this situation it is a Tapu Lele, it will definitely get out of the active position quite easily, but then again, if the opponent does not have anything to work with, we're kind of good. So on our next turn, assuming that the opponent stays on the active position, we get our Whimsicott to the bench and promote our Guzzlord GX if our Whimsicott did not die already. Then we use a Field Blower on ourselves if we've used the Floatstone, assuming we didn't use Guzma before. And then we give it a Choice Band. So Guzzlord has now a Choice Band. We use a Professor Kukui. We can search that out with Tapu Lele GX. Then we hit for 150 damage to the Pokemon that already has damage counters on it. And just letting you know, if that Yveltal already had the Choice Band, then we don't even need to Kukui. So if all done correctly, we attack with that Glutton GX, and then we draw our 6 prize cards. 2 for the GX, 2 extra for the GX move of Guzzlord, and then 2 extra for Whimsicott's attacks. Wow, have you ever seen anything like that? I know it's crazy, right? But don't get me wrong, this will not happen all the time. Remember that the opponent has an option to get his active Pokemon out of the active position using cards like a DCE to retreat, using Floatstone, using Switch, or yeah, using Guzma, which is more frequently starting on the 1st of September. So remember that Guzzlord GX also can one-shot with a second attack, so you don't always need to rely on the strategy of Whimsicott, but I definitely wanted to include it to let you guys think about something as fun as that, taking 6 prize cards at once. Holy crap! Also, Gardevoir GX deals a bit too much damage to our Guzzlord GX, which is stranded in the active position after using Eat Sloppily, so that matchup is definitely not great. Also thinking about it, they also run Octillery, so slowing down the opponent will be hard. But yeah, with this video, I want to get the community talking about new rogue ideas that might just become new top decks one day. There's a lot to explore once the Crimson Invasion comes out on the beginning of November. I know it's just yeah, the end of August right now, but it's just crazy what things can turn out to in the TCG. And sometimes when broken combos come out, maybe they ban cards like Forest of Giant Plants and expand it. So I will cover all the new deck ideas of Crimson Invasion once they pop into my brain, and you will get the latest information on the channel as always. So be sure you are subscribed, and let me know what you think about the new Guzzlord GX deck, possibly with the Whimsicott. You don't always have to use Whimsicott, but I wanted to put it out there. It's a crazy idea. I also want to give another bonus idea, since my brain always comes up with this stuff once I'm recording. Wow, why can't I script this? Guzzlord GX always works really well with Darkrai GX, since if you discard something like a Darkrai GX, it can come back with the restoration ability, and also the Darkrai EX will love a Pokemon that can get up to 5 darkness energies in play with a single attack. Anyways, that's all for now, folks. Now let's continue on to Poké-News. I have 2 segments here. We have new scans and then new releases. We're gonna start with the new releases. We now have a product image of the Shining Legends Ho-Oh Supreme Premium Collection. So this is a nice collection containing a Ho-Oh figurine, a Rainbow Rare Ho-Oh GX promo, 2 never before seen foil promo cards featuring Shining Lugia and Shining Celebi, which is great because Shining Celebi is just the same as the old school stadium card that could reuse the attacks of your previous evolutions, which is great. A foil promo card featuring Pikachu, 10 Shining Legends booster packs, a play match featuring the 9 Shining Pokemon, a special booklet, 3 collector's boxes to hold everything, and a PCGO card. So a lot of things you can expect in a box like this. Will be kind of pricey though, but yeah, will be released and purchasable on the beginning of October. So it will cost about $80. But you do get a lot of things from it. Next release is the images of the mysterious power tins. These are the tins that will be featured here. We have Necrozma, Marshadow, and Ho-Oh, which will be seeing their release on the 20th of October. So a lot of things to look forward to in your store. And now we're gonna talk about some releases of Sun and Moon 4, the equivalent of Crimson Invasion. I'm gonna start with the Alolan Exeggutor GX. This art looks amazing, and Exeggutor is a dragon type nowadays, so no grass type, it is a full-fledged dragon type. The bad thing about that is that we are weak to fairy. Ugh, we don't want to see that with Guzzlord GX being everywhere, so it does have 3 attacks. We're gonna review them right here. This Alolan Exeggutor also has 220 HP, which is kind of neat for Stage 1 GX. So it has Tropical Head, it deals 20 damage, times the number of energies attached to this Pokemon to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So sniping, depending on how many energies you have. So sniping has always been a great thing in the TCG, and this will be no different here. The bad thing is that we need a lot of energies to snipe for a lot of damage. Alolan Ninetales already snipes for DCE, and this one can snipe for 40 damage for the same amount of energy. So I'm not too huge of a fan, but it could work out in a few decks here and there. Also, his second attack, Dragon Hammer, deals 120 damage, and your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. Kind of a mediocre attack that I would not use in a lot of situations, but then again, if the opponent is confused, they will need to rely on a coin flip, and if they flip tails, they smack themselves in the head with 30 damage. And then his GX move deals 180 damage, and then we may move as many energies to your Pokemon, to another Pokemon in any way you like, just like the Shaman all the way back from the Unleashed sets in Heart Gold, Soul Silver. So that Shaman saw a huge amount of play. That way you can rearrange all the energies on your field, which can help out a lot. Let's say you get a lot of energies on it, use GX move of the Alolan Exeggutor, and bam, you can rearrange all the energies as you please. But I do think dragon types like this will need to rely on double dragon energy and expand it. For the standard format, I'm not too sure about it, but let's see. The good thing is that I see here is that it does not need 2 different types of energies, only grass. So that is at least good. So I don't think it's a really great card, but it's nice to collect nevertheless. Okay, next up is Glutton. This has been talked about before, but I'm only talking about it now. Look at the face down prize cards. Choose one of them and switch it with Glutton. Put this card you chose in your hand. Then shuffle Glutton on your prize card so you can no longer know where the Glutton is. So my opinion of this card is, I think it's really great in a lot of decks. Let's say, oh wow, I need that double Carlos energy. Oh wow, I need my Frogadier at the right time, while Glutton can make sure you can get that card. So no longer there will be a situation where, oh damn it, it's priced. Well, you can overcome that with 1 copy of Glutton, search it out with Tapu Lele, and boom, you are safe. Let me know what you think about this card. What else is there to talk about the new releases? We have a new stadium card, Ravaged Plains, which actually states, the attacks of each darkness and dragon Pokemon in play do 10 more damage to the defending Pokemon. So basically like the reverse valley, but then also it applies for the dragon type. So could work out in a lot of dragon decks, like Noivern can now 2-shell with Choice Band, which is something I like. So maybe I can play that in a new fun deck. Next up is the Registeel. Registeel has an attack. It's basically like an Oblivion Wing metal type. It deals 30 damage and attaches basic energy from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. So Registeel showing the energy acceleration here, just like the Raikou coming out in the set as well. And it deals 90 damage. If Reggie Eyes is on your bench, you can heal 30 damage. Not that you want to do that anytime soon, but let me know. 90 damage with a Choice Band will get that one-hit KO on that Guzzlord GX. So Registeel, kind of a neat card. Next up is Alolan Raichu. Alolan Raichu has Surf's Tail, and if there's a stadium card in play, this Pokemon has 0 retreat cost. Awesome, because most of the time there is a stadium card in play, since there are so many good ones to choose from. Also has the attack Psychic, just like the Espeon GX, dealing 70 damage, and this is not dealing more damage, it deals more damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon, deals 20 more damage for that. So in total, if your opponent has a Gardevoir with a bazillion energies, Raichu can come out of nowhere and bang, can destroy it. So nice little looking, a lightning type. So that's it for another TCG episode on my channel. If you enjoyed it, let me know in the comment section about all the news or about the crazy deck idea. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to destroy the like button. As always, I will always appreciate that, and it gives me the support to make more and better content for you guys. Anyways, have a fantastic rest of your day or evening, and I will see you guys soon with another trading card game video. I'm out. Thanks again for watching. Peace.